Tranquility. Um, I wanted to do this video real quick. Then we was gonna get up out of here. You already know what it is. But hold on, let me set this on up. Want to play the new track real quick of me and Low Key. I'm
The
uploading.
Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
I'm uploading the video as we speak. But like this, this video ain't gonna be too long. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my spiritual type of time right now. You know what I'm saying? And everybody to check out the new track me and Low Key did. Born a Rebel, Died a Martyr. You already know what it is. Hope everybody get the notifications. Shouts out to Jordan. What up, though? Yup, I'm off today. I go in tomorrow at night. Yep, I go in that night tomorrow. But shouts out to Jordan. You get ready to go to physical therapy today? That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. What does is this your last day of it? Is this the last day of physical therapy? Or okay, there we go. Much love, Vante. Hey baby. This is Tranquility Thursdays. You already know what it is. About to play the new joint. Me and Low Key did. Yeah, man. Like I was supposed to do the Detroit After Dark last night, but we stayed on the live a little longer than usual. Like we was on that bitch for down there 3 hours. Shouts out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? But this is Tranquility. Thursday's Tranquility. Because I didn't really have a title for it, but I was like, like what I'm about to talk about is on some spiritual shit. And hopefully people would get through it. Hopefully people will understand where I'm coming from with this. Like I love when I go to the other side of the coin and be on the spiritual side, because I've been on the revolutionary side goddamn forever. It's time to calm down and relax and be at peace. Tranquility Thursday is a great title. Thank you, because I was thinking for a perfect title. Because I got Winging It Wednesday. How about Tranquility Thursday? And Free Friday because I'm off. But about to get off into the new joint. Let me go to my post. Like it's still uploading, and I forgot to put it on my other phone. But you already know how it is. We always play it twice. New exclusive. Fly it up Friday. Much love, play save. What's good? What's good? New exclusive. Shouts out to Low Key from Jersey. Born a rebel, died a martyr.
Fuck, I need a manifesto for. I love the people, but I'm addicted to war. You know what I was about, I told you way before. Nigga, don't pray for me, pray I pass, don't cross. Live on your knees, I'ma die on my sword. Fuck, I need a manifesto for. Born a rebel, died a martyr for the cause. Love. Key. I think we all here for a reason. Why would you sell your soul? That's spiritual treason. For a revolution, niggas fiending. Tears of joy for sovereignty, we grieving. I think revelations is upon us. I don't wanna lead a girl I love behind our minds. Day for World War III, they can't rewind it. Calm before the storm, no jets flying the sirens. Put them in the pack, now I'm smoking on the tyrant. God bless the babies, motherfuck that island. Yeah. Consent equals silence. Yelling fuck the government until my timing. Get the rich, fuck it, nigga. Call it fine dining. Satan in my scope, gotta understand the assignment. Just let me die with my soul in alignment. Told you I'd die for you, my baby, I wasn't lying.
Track double play.
Fuck, I need a manifesto for. I love the peace, but I'm addicted to war. You know what I was about, I told you way before. Nigga, don't pray for me, pray I pass, don't cross. Live on your knees, I'ma die on my sword. The fuck I need a manifesto for. Born a rebel, died a martyr for the cause. Huh?
Put the manifesto in my lyrics. When you hear it, it's going to ignite the spirit. Scared to hear it, that's cause they parasitic. Fuck a critic, time to kill it with this metaphysics. Take a whip it, whip your ass for 7 minutes. No repentance, send up to the dark dimension. Manifesto, take a fan to a threshold. Slice the stove before I let the tech go. Make a snuff film so the whole US know. Tell the government I ain't scared to clap back, ho. Bomb in the case, about to put a bomb in your place. Fuck Bill Gates, I'll throw a bomb in your face. Gun on my waist, this an extravagant day. Kill count going up in disastrous rates. Have to replace, government I have to erase. Laugh in my face, I have to blow a blast in the bass.
Worldwide exclusive.
He did what was right for our nation. And so on that terrible day, our greatest for American liberty became immortal. He's a martyr now for American freedom. I know I speak for everyone here today when I say that none of us will ever forget, and neither now will history.
Play Safe come from Dr. Chocolate channel. Shouts out to Dr. Chocolate. You already know. She from her camp. You know, everybody come through, show love, say whatever. You know how it is. You know this the new trap. We gotta play it again. Double play. You already know we always play the new track twice. New exclusive. Start off the whole new project. I got a track with Jordan and a track with Low King Cool. Got the feature tracks out the way. Right before I did my solo track. Shit, I gotta drop my solo track today.
Fuck, I need a manifesto for. I love the peace, but I'm addicted to war. You know what I was about, I told you way before. Nigga, don't pray for me, pray I pass, don't cross. Live on your knees, I'ma die on my sword. Fuck, I need a manifesto for. Born a rebel, died a martyr for the cause. Love. Key. I think we all here for a reason. Why would you sell your soul? That's spiritual treason. For a revolution.
They took on my ship one day. I had like
tears of joy for sovereignty we grieving. I think revelations is upon us. I don't wanna lead a girl I love behind our minds. Day for World War III, they can't rewind it. Calm before the storm, no jets flying the sirens. Put them in the pack, now I'm smoking on the tyrant. God bless the babies, fuck that island. Yeah. Consent equals silence. Yelling fuck the government until my timing. Eat the rich, fuck it, nigga. Call it fine dining. Satan in my scope, gotta understand the assignment. Just let me die with my soul in alignment. Told you I'd die for you, my baby, I wasn't lying. The fuck I need a manifesto for. I love the peace, but I'm addicted to war. You know what I was about, I told you way before. Nigga, don't pray for me, pray I pass, don't cross. Live on your knees, I'ma die on my sword. The fuck I need a manifesto for. Born a rebel, died a martyr for the cause. Huh?
Put the manifesto in my lyrics. When you hear it, it's going to ignite the spirit. Scared to hear it, that's cause they parasitic. Fuck the critic, time to get this metaphysics. Take a whip it, whip your ass for 7 minutes. No repentance, send up to the dark dimension. Manifesto, take a fan to a threshold. Slice the stove before I let the tech go. Make a snuff film so the whole US know. Tell the government I ain't scared to clap back, ho. Bomb in the case, about to put a bomb in your place. Fuck Bill Gates, I'll throw a bomb in your face. Gun on my waist, this an extravagant day. Kill count going up in disastrous rates. Have to replace, government I have to erase. Laugh in my face, I have to blow a blast in the bass.
Yeah, it might be I might drop
He did what was right for our
Retribution and
nation.
Revenge double album.
And so on
Then
that terrible
Manifesto
day,
1 and 2. Then Last
our
Words 1 and
greatest
2.
for American liberty became immortal.
But I think I want to drop motherfucking the
He's
album
a
called
martyr now
Revolution.
for American freedom.
So I gotta drop an album called Revolution.
I know I speak for everyone here today when I say that none of us will ever forget, and neither now will history.
Yeah, another double album. Yeah, because like, yeah. I'm down to my last 7 projects. You know what I'm saying? So this is a rebellion. I should drop Revolution, but like the songs that's popping out, you know, I think I should drop it on the Retribution. So I might be dropping 3. It all depends, you know, because I don't have an album called Revolution yet. I just dropped an album called Rebellion, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know, that's on the level of Revolution, but but I still want to drop a revolutionary. You know, like either the fucking Revolution album or the Revolutionary MC album or the Last Revolutionary MC album. You know, but like either way it go, it's gonna be revolution oriented. You know, but like I might drop that before I drop the Last Word. So okay, fuck it. Here's how I'm gonna do it. Retribution and Revenge album, double album. Revolution after Revenge and Retribution, bars, and then the final double album, which is the Last Words. You know, so I'm down to my last 7 projects. You already know. But shout out to everybody. Yeah, we gonna get into the track that I did with Jordan. Another new track. You know what I'm saying? Another new track. Set me up. Just did a track with Jordan too. You know what I'm saying? Well, shout out to Low Key from Jersey.
Connected successfully.
Shout out to Low Key from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? You know, shouts out to Jordan from Georgia. Shout out to Charles from Connecticut. Shout out to Sir Drop from Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to, you know, DJ Overtime, you know, New England. About to be spinning on the radio in a minute in New England. 1079, DJ Overtime. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to GBA Radio doing this thing. I think he in Florida, Not sure. I think he in Florida. And shout out to Bearded Conversation. It's been a minute. Shout out to Chi-Town. You know what I'm saying? And shouts out to all the people that was over there in Cali. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think Dr. Chocolate, Lala, Crystal, Jess, I think they over there in Cali. Shouts out to Cali. You know what I'm saying? And shouts out to Phenom Rogue One Productions for the beats. He over there in Vegas right now. You know what I'm saying? Phenom Rogue One. Shout out to DJ Graves. I think DJ Graves is in Florida. I'm not really sure. Live and Learn, definitely. I think he from Florida for sure. Because I think he did something on Florida. You know what I'm saying? And plus, I had a producer that was up here in Detroit. He from Florida. His name was Remy Knight. Yep. But hold on. Let's get to that new joint. Can't Save the World. Shout out to Jordan.
You can't save the sheep. Fucking NPC. Speak the truth from the streets.
Did I say it, Bearded?
Slow it down on the beat. Hurricane Jordan Akron. Not an ordinary hit, this an anthem. Laid back, spitting flows on some real facts.
Shout out to C City, your brother.
Ready for this real track. We know the world fucked up. Sitting here trying to tell you not to give up. You can lead a horse to water, can't make me drink. Still trying to use my lyrics just to help you think. Used to pour my sorrows and I sip the drink. Put myself in the darkness, I see. Revolutionary pointing out the enemy.
None of my God is from the UK.
You
can't save the world. No, no, no. No matter how you try, they gotta see it for themselves. You can't force, open the eyes.
Damn.
Can't save the world.
Should've just stuck to the music.
The world. No.
No place for a hero. Try to save the world and they treat me like a zero. I put messages through the lyrics, showing y'all they get to me, but y'all don't wanna hear it. Y'all dance around the world revolution. Y'all wanna coexist with the evil that's abusing. Crazy shit is not amusing. They want us divided and keep us in confusion. Vibe to the beat is what you came for. Government always win, it ain't gonna change, bro. That's what they telling me, so preposterous. Guess in your heart the government is monstrous. Open up your third oculus. You must believe in yourself with the properness. Fuck the awkwardness, spit the truth to the populace. Hit you with the hottest mix.
Can't save the world. No, no, no. No matter how you try, they gotta see it for themselves. You can't force, open the eyes. Can't save the world. Can't save the world. No.
No place for a hero. They treat me like a zero.
That's fucked up.
Now I'm the anti-hero. Gotta give my dinero. Can't save the world, bro.
Can't save the world.
Time to let the world go. Just let the words flow. Gotta let the world know. Can't save the world, yo. Time to let the world go. Can't save the world, yo. Jay, let the word flow.
I love this part right here.
Gotta see it for themselves.
And I let them say, I live. Gotta love that part. That's how you end it. I didn't want to say nothing. I didn't want to say no. Hey, I was like, man, I'm gonna let Jordan ride that motherfucking beat out. I didn't want to say no. Hey, I didn't want to say none of that. Like I do that on the motherfucking live. Killed that shit, man. Shout out to Jordan.
You can't say the shit.
Yeah. Hold on. You said, yeah, facts. Hell yeah, dog. I had to let you motherfucking take that intro. I was like, man, take him home, bro. Take him home. Take him home, man. Now you killed that shit. Oh, man. But, dog, like, whatever your brother did, dog, I know it ain't worse than what my brother did. My brother stole money. He is a part of the reason why a lot of shit fucked up. I had to tussle with this motherfucker. Very disrespectful. This motherfucker OD'd and used my name. As soon as I moved to this house, the first piece of mail I get is $1,000 fucking medical fucking bill. Talking about I was brought back to life. Oh, I want my brother head on a motherfucking silver fucking platter. And then when I be like, all right, man, mama's in the hospital. We just got this house. I need some fucking help. We got to take care of this house, work together, and take care of our sister. This nigga said, fuck me, fuck that. I'm about to go out there and stay in the streets. But it's like he also a fucking criminal. And he also part of the reason why my mom is not here right now. It's like, but at the same time, 90% goes to my mom for making a decision to follow a criminal instead of following me and being an actual fucking house with lights and fucking water. Instead, you choose my brother and his abando. And you go over there and you fucking die. Like, what the fuck? Instead of my brother being like, yo, mom, Jesse got a crib. Go over there and chill while I'm still fixing up this crib. If you still want this crib, it'll be ready for you. But let me keep fixing it up. And brother wasn't just fixing up in the abandoned. This motherfucker just walked to an abandoned house, said it was his, and claimed it, and kept on getting money from my mom to fix it up. And he wasn't even fixing it up. He was smoking and drinking it all. And my mom was turning me down for this fucker. So whatever your brother did, hopefully it can be arranged through a conversation. But me and my brother, man, nigga, I might have to motherfucking ice this nigga. Because the last thing he did was steal. Like, I'm like, nigga, and looking over all the shit you done, I'm like, look, I'm looking over all the shit you done. But the last thing you did was steal. I was like, okay, cool, fuck it. Fuck it. This is who you are, bet. Come back over here, I'm blowing your fucking head off. That's why we gotta have a Tranquility Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Gotta keep my mind right, because at the end of the day, to protect my peace and to protect this house and protect my sister, I gotta motherfucking put it on the line. Like, I put my life on the line for this shit. It's like, okay, little brother, you choose that side. I gotta be on this side. But when I blow your head off, I'm not gonna feel fucking bad, because like, you chose the street life. I have to treat you like a street nigga. Like you can't come in because you're a thief. So nigga, we talk on the porch. Gotta use the bathroom, go around back. For real. You hungry, nigga? Here go a couple $, go to the store, grab you a sandwich, like ostracized, because this family never ostracized anybody. They let the motherfucking bullshit go on and pull that Christian shit. We gotta love you anyway. No, the fuck you don't. Like, if you ain't acting like who you say you're supposed to be acting like, aka family, then you're not family. It's like, shit. If you're gonna be a brother, act like a brother. You're gonna be a mother, act like a mother. So it's like, shit, dog, it is what it is. When someone show you who they are, believe them. That's why I try to put everything on the table with it. And this is why I do go into my meditative states and try to listen to Carl Jung, Alan Watts, Earl Nightingale, the Carl Jung, Friedrich Nietzsche, you know what I'm saying, Bruce Lee, Miyamoto Musashi, you know what I'm saying, just try to keep my mind right, stay in my stoic mode, stay calm, cool, collected. And I'm also into Buddhism, shamanism, you know what I'm saying, that helps also, you know what I'm saying, not as necessary the people names I said, but like just the teachers of Buddha and shamanism, which is like, well, shamanism was like 50,000 plus years before Christianity. That's practically a way of life, man. But like Buddha is like kind of like the same way of life type thing too. And what I love about the Zen, shouts out to Rich T, because like we was talking about the Zen over there on the on Low Key channel and shit. And it made me go back to that teaching. When he mentioned, I was like, yes, I remember like reading up on some Zen shit. So I was like, let me go back to it and see like what I can remember and probably make a video on it. So I was like, okay, I finally got a day. So I'm gonna pick today to do it. And plus I need to get this shit out my phone. This shit been in this bitch for a minute. This shit take up a lot of space. So we're gonna get off into it. Tranquility Thursday. Much love to the guy that's Vonta. Yeah, it's gonna be a long. Is it gonna be that long? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is gonna be like a 20-minute video, and then Vonta, we gonna kick it at our spot. You pick the spot, baby, and I'll be over there. But let's get off into it, and we can break shit down as we go. If y'all want to, or if y'all got some input.
Let me ask you something. When was the last time you lived even a single moment without worry? Not pretending, not laughing just to hide the pain, but truly feeling light, present and free. Most of us are always waiting for things to be perfect before we allow ourselves to feel joy. But that perfect moment never comes. Buddhism teaches us that peace isn't found in the future. It's found when we stop running, Stop controlling and return to what's real. If you're tired of living in your head, if you're ready to stop worrying and start feeling truly alive again, then these 7 lessons may be the reminder your soul has been waiting for. 1. The present moment is the only safe place you'll ever have. One of the deepest truths in Buddhism is that real peace, real freedom can only be found in the present moment. That may sound simple, but when you truly understand it, it changes everything. The past is gone. It only lives in your memories. The future hasn't happened yet. It exists in your imagination, but worry doesn't care about that. It pulls you into a mental world filled with what-ifs and maybes. It creates worst-case scenarios, builds fears out of thin air, and convinces you that danger is always just around the corner. And because you keep thinking about those fears, your body and mind start to react as if they're real, even though you're completely safe right now. When you worry, you're not dealing with the actual moment you're in. You're living in a future that hasn't happened. You're suffering through events that exist only in your mind. That's how powerful thoughts can be. They can rob you of the peace that's already here. But the moment you bring your awareness back to what is truly happening, your breath going in and out, the feeling of your feet on the ground, the sounds around you, something shifts. Your nervous system begins to calm down. Your chest feels lighter, your thoughts slow. Because the present moment is not just an idea, it's a place, a refuge. It's the only space where life is actually happening. Everything else is just noise. And here's the most important part. Worry cannot survive when you're truly present. It feeds on imagination. It dies in reality. When you are fully grounded.
You say that we doing apple celebrations though, bro. No, the problem is I haven't went over there and be like, hey yo, man, can you do my album release party? That I think that's on the artist. That's up to the artist to be like, hey yo, man, do my album release party. Because I don't even think Bearded know that, like that I'm even done with the Style Master or the Rebellion album. Like I don't even think he know that I'm done with the God series. We got a lot of album release parties to do. Right, exactly. I was just telling him that I was like, yo, man, like that's up to the artist. Be like, hey, yo, man, Bearded, you gotta hook me up with the album release party. That's on me. That's my fault. Right, right. Being like I know now. This nigga dropped 5 fucking albums. Goddamn. Yeah, man. I been motherfucker just throwing out rapid fire shit. I think like the last thing I sent you was some. The last thing I sent was a couple tracks from the Style Master album. I'm not sure if it wasn't from the Style Master, it was probably from the motherfucking God series. Oh my god, I forgot about the Ancestor series. I dropped God in, God Fire, God of Storms, Wrath, Master, and the Rebellion. Yeah, less than a fucking year. Who the fuck is that? But let's get back to it. What up, No Live and Learn? Hold on, wait a minute.
Now, there is no space for fear about what hasn't happened yet. The mind may still try to pull you back into worry. It may whisper, what if tomorrow brings bad news? But you can learn to gently speak back to it saying, I don't need to solve tomorrow right now. Right now, I am safe. Right now, I am breathing. And that is enough. With practice, this return to the present becomes easier. It becomes your anchor, your home, your safest place to be. And the more you return, the more you realize you were never supposed to live in fear of the future. You were always meant to live in the freedom of now.
Right. And that's why the present is sometimes called a gift. Just understanding the present is considered a gift. So no worries. Hakuna Matata type shit. You know.
3. Acceptance is not giving up. It's giving yourself permission to breathe. We often confuse acceptance with weakness. We think that if we accept something difficult, it means we've stopped trying, that we've failed, or that we're giving up on changing things. But in Buddhism, acceptance is not about surrendering to helplessness. It's about letting go of the exhausting need to control everything that happens to us. When you constantly resist what life brings, whether it's a loss, a mistake, a delay, or an unexpected challenge, you create tension inside yourself. That tension becomes suffering, not because the situation is unbearable, but because your mind is fighting it so hard. Acceptance means seeing reality clearly and saying, this is what's happening right now. It doesn't mean you like it. It doesn't mean you don't care. It simply means you stop pretending it's not real. You stop pouring energy into wishing it were different when, in this moment, it is not. And once you do that, something opens inside you. You stop clenching. You stop fighting against the tide. And in that softening, you can finally breathe again. Think about how...
Breathe again. It's like I study all the shit that's going on around the world, from the war to the shit that's going on behind the scenes. And yes, it's very disturbing. And back in the day, oh yes, I used to get super upset. Y'all think I'd be crazy now on the fucking Fuck Together podcast. I was wilder back in the day. And, but understanding and getting into meditation and understanding sometimes I have to meditate after my lives or motherfucking calm down, like with the goddess, you know what I'm saying? But it's like understanding that forces that's outside my control, I can't motherfucking stop it. I can't stop it. And I always hated that. No matter if it comes to dealing with this government situation or like dealing with society situation, or maybe the motherfucking like the rug gets swept under you. And no one likes that feeling when the rug gets swept from under you. So the goal is to try to deal with it the best way you can. So mostly I just isolate, try not to burn no bridges with any friends or family, just try to isolate and start calculating some master plans to try to motherfucking survive. There's just like, fuck it. I can't focus on what the government doing right now. I got to focus on proper preparation, preventing my poor performance when I go back out there on the battlefield. I can only focus on myself and my mental health. Bars. So, as much as, I hate this government and I want to just go do some shit, I can't really do some shit. I need to calm down, sit down, relax, take care of my space real quick, and just strategize. Because everything will happen the way I see it. Right now, I just got to be cool, calm, and collected, and just accept the fact that there's some things that that's outside my control. Yes, I can get mad, I can get upset, but I got to sit with it. I got to sit with it, let it marinate, and sooner or later it'll dissipate. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit in a song or something. Go out in the field and yell. Go out and chill with nature or just meditate. You know what I'm saying? If you're a Christian, go pray, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Try to do something productive. And I'm glad that I'm using, music, art, literature, podcasting, and gaming to motherfucking keep my mind right. Because I really think if I didn't have this, I'd probably be destroying something right now. Yeah.
Much mental and emotional pain comes not from the event itself, but from your resistance to it. A relationship ends, and instead of grieving, we ask why it happened, how it could have been avoided, whether it could still be fixed. We relive it again and again, as if we could rewrite the past by worrying hard enough. But we can't, and the more we resist what is, the more we suffer. Acceptance is the moment you stop arguing with reality and allow yourself to feel what you feel, without judgment, without shame. That's when healing begins. This doesn't mean you stop trying to grow or improve your situation. It means you stop expecting life to match your plans in order for you to be at peace. You begin to realize that peace isn't the result of things going your way. Peace is what happens when you stop needing things to go your way. Acceptance creates space. Space for clarity, for wise action, for rest. It frees up the energy that was trapped in the endless cycle of frustration and fear. And in that space, you can move forward, not with anxiety, but with understanding, not with control, but with trust. Because you no longer need to win against life, you just need to walk with it. 4. Not every thought deserves your attention or your belief.
And we all make that mistake on that last one, on number 3. You know, sometimes we do let shit get to us. You know, just like sometimes it could be the smallest shit. But, you know, but like, at that moment, like, why this shit can't go my fucking way? You know what I'm saying? And like most motherfuckers self-delete because some shit don't go their way for majority of a person's life. But we got keep on keeping on. Gotta fight. Keep on fighting. And when you get tired, fight some more. Yep.
The human mind is an incredibly powerful tool, but it can also be an incredibly noisy and confusing place. Every single day, thousands of thoughts pass through your awareness. Some helpful, many repetitive, and far too many based in fear, doubt, and insecurity. One of the core teachings in Buddhism is the understanding that you are not your thoughts. This simple truth, when fully grasped, can transform your inner life. Just because a thought appears in your mind doesn't mean it's true, and it certainly doesn't mean it deserves your full attention or your belief. Worry thrives on unexamined thoughts. It begins with a single whisper. What if something bad happens? And suddenly, you're following that thought down a spiral of imagined worst-case scenarios. You feel anxious, unsafe, uncertain. Not because something real is happening, but because your mind has tricked you into believing a story that hasn't even come true. That's the danger of believing every thought you have. It can take you away from...
Yeah, it's like fear is a motherfucker. That's why I just try to say, just carve out fear, because it's a sickness. It could be small, but it could become great. It could hinder a lot of shit, a lot of friendships, relationships. Fear is a motherfucker. Fear, insecurity, intimidation, but like it's within self though, you know, and if you're dealing with somebody that's dealing with that, it's like it's best to, be understanding, be caring, and just give them time, But some people be like, man, motherfuckers taking too long. I don't got no time to wait. I'm out, But just be patient and everything will unfold as it should. Especially if there's a true, genuine connection. Whether it's relationship, friendship, eventually the fear will be carved out and they will be the strongest person you ever met. But let's get back to it.
Reality and into a place of fear, stress, and emotional exhaustion. But here's what Buddhism teaches us. The mind is like the sky, and your thoughts are like clouds. Some clouds are light and beautiful, others are dark and stormy. But none of them are permanent, and none of them define the sky. The sky remains untouched even when storms pass through it. In the same way, your true self, your awareness, is much deeper and calmer than the thoughts that pass through it. When you begin to observe your thoughts instead of getting pulled into them, you develop what's known as mindfulness. You start to see thoughts for what they are, temporary mental events, not absolute truths. So when your mind tells you, I'm not good enough, or I can't handle this, or everything is going to fall apart, you don't have to argue or panic. Instead, you can pause, breathe, and gently say, this is just a thought. It's not a fact. I don't have to believe it. That simple awareness can stop the chain reaction before it begins. And over time, you start to create space between you and your thoughts. You no longer feel like a victim to every fear that rises. You begin to feel free, Not because you've silenced your mind completely, but because you've stopped obeying every story it tells. The more you practice this, the more peace you'll experience. You'll still have thoughts, of course, but they won't carry the same weight. You'll be able to notice them, let them pass, and return to the calm center within you. That's what mindfulness does. It trains you to live with awareness instead of reactivity. It teaches you to stop letting your thoughts pull you in every direction. When you master this skills, worry no longer controls you. You become grounded, clear, and calm, not because life is perfect, but because your mind no longer needs to be. 5. Impermanence means your fear cannot last forever. One of the most profound and freeing teachings in Buddhism is the truth of impermanence, the understanding that everything in this life is constantly changing. Nothing remains the same. People grow, emotions shift, situations evolve. Just like the seasons, every experience, good or bad, will pass. And yet when fear or anxiety takes hold, it often feels it will stay forever, like it has taken over your entire reality. But the truth is, no matter how overwhelming the fear may seem, it will pass. The moment you pass, anxious, heartbroken, or uncertain. At the time, those feelings seemed unbearable. You survived them, you made it through, and now, those same experiences live only in memory. That alone proves something powerful. Emotions are temporary. Even the deepest pain has a lifespan. And once you start seeing emotions this way, especially worry and fear, you stop identifying with them. You stop saying, I am anxious, and instead begin to understand, I am experiencing anxiety, and like everything else, it will pass. When you forget impermanence, you panic. You feel like things will always be this hard, this uncertain, this painful. But when you remember it, you create space between you and your suffering. You no longer see it as something that defines your existence, but as something that is visiting for a while and will eventually leave. This is not just a comforting idea. It's a spiritual truth that is reflected in nature, in life, and in every experience we go through. The storm doesn't stay. The night always gives way to dawn, and even the heaviest emotions lighten with time. This understanding also helps you approach your emotions with more patience and gentleness. You stop trying to rush healing or force yourself to feel better. Instead, you learn to sit with your discomfort without fearing it. You let it move through you like a wave, rising, peaking, and eventually receding. You learn to breathe with it, not fight against it. You trust the process, because now you know with complete certainty that you are not stuck. You are simply in a temporary moment of difficulty, and that moment, like all others, is already passing. So when worry shows up, and your chest tightens, and your mind begins spinning stories about what might go wrong, take a step back. Place your hand over your heart. Remind yourself gently, this is only a moment. It will not last. I have survived so many before, and I will move through this too. That simple reminder, spoken with awareness and care, can bring incredible peace to your inner world.
That's right. I have been through the fire. I have been through the flood. I have fought through the abyss. I have traveled countless worlds and fought many devils and angels and entities. Can nothing break me now? This man has gone insane. Insane. Insane is an understatement. Now, I didn't hear no bell. Kick life in the fucking face. I mean, I've been through so much. And I know most of us have. Shouts out to those that haven't been through what we've been through. Like, Jesus. But yeah, sometimes I have a battle with the dark night of the soul. And when it comes to the emotions, sometimes I have to sit down with it. You know, just got over melancholy. That's a badass bitch with a long ass sword. She's like, you're a horror from Bleach. She was a Kampachi. If you know what bleach is, check it out. You a holla. I know what the fuck her name is. Onahana, whatever. Basically, just type in the female Kenpachi in YouTube search bar, and you're gonna see a lady with a long ass sword with blood dripping down. That's melancholy in my. That bitch is bad. I had to fight that bitch many nights, many days. Also, bitch come out of nowhere like oh shit. But the dark night of the soul is different, you know. But when it comes to my ego, I give my ego daily beatings, daily. And I let it out once in a blue moon to talk shit, to talk, to talk about the haters and shit. And, now the spiritual ego, that's another story. That motherfucker hiding from me. I'm looking for that bitch. He hiding from me. He think I don't know. You know, you know. The spiritual ego is the motherfucker that I wait for that motherfucker to pop up and be like, I know it now. No, got your ass. A wise man admits he knows nothing, you bitch ass motherfucker. I caught you. Get your ass over here so I can lock your ass in the cage with my other ego. Because studying Carl Jung, you realize that once you defeat your ego, there's the spiritual ego that pops. He's a lot more clever, a lot more to say, a lot more devious. That's the motherfucker that starts cult groups. You gotta be careful with that. That's the motherfucker that can start a cult group overnight. Now, with this revolution that I got, it'll be revolutionary cults all over this bitch. But like I say, I'm not trying to be no leader. My job is to make you just gain your own courage, overcome your fear, and you take down your enemy, no matter who it is, in your life, outside, know thy enemy, know thyself. And that's where you know God or goddess or universe or source, the logos, the monad. You know it. Let's get back to it.
Because when you stop fearing your fear and you start trusting the nature of impermanence, you unlock a kind of inner calm that no storm can shake. 6. Let go.
But real shit, watch out for the spiritual ego. Like I'm not pushing. Just let you know again. You make press my ego, yeah. But the spiritual ego be like, okay, so you studying this, you studying that, okay. Let's manipulate some shit. But the trap is this. The trap is if you believe. This is why I'm always say I'm 60-40 on this, 70-30 on that, 50-50 on this, because to me personally, I think everything has a nugget of truth in it. Everything. Everything. Everything is a piece. I just grab a piece, put it together. If it applies to my life and it benefits my life, I'm working with it. If it don't, I'm throwing it away. When it comes to, meditation, I roll with what works, which is transcendental meditation, which is you sit in stillness, candlelight meditation, which is like a Chinese meditation where you just stare at a candle and then you can control the flame. But the goal is to become the flame, become the stillness of the flame. It is the greatest meditation I've ever experienced. But also sound meditation with the frequencies and the sound bowls and shit. I fucks with that. I don't got no sound bowls though. I need to grab some. but I definitely fuck with the you know, and a revolution of the mind. Yes. Thank you. Oh my God. That's that's a cold rap title. I'm writing that down. I just got a new book. I just got me a new composition book. Revolution of the Mind. That might be an album. Like when I do the revolution shit. I might call it the Revolution of the Mind. Vanta, thank you. That is fucking awesome. Oh man, that's awesome. That's awesome. And that whole album is gonna be about breaking chains mentally. It's gonna be a concept album. Oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. Oh, Vanta, thank you so fucking much. Oh man, that is fucking great. That is fucking great because these last albums are really, I'm going to be tapping into a whole nother style. I'm going to be getting metaphysical on this shit. And shouts out to Low Key for letting me know that I'm ready to even put this shit out there because like real shit, like I thought I wasn't ready, but like when Low Key came out with those songs, like the I Am and the Proud of You, it was like, I guess I'm ready. you know, because like mind you, like I'm always in a hyperbolic time chamber training and shit. And I wasn't gonna bring this type of style out yet. I wasn't gonna, like get into that type of talk yet until I was, like ready, and then I was gonna get ready to drop the album based on like these type of topics that Low Key motherfucking bring it to me. So it's time to do this shit. God, I wish you was here right now, Vanta. I give you so much hugs. The greatest hug and squeeze. Kisses and everything. Cherry blossoms and rainbows. Oh no, I think of a Lucky Charm commercial and shit. And we just chilling in the field eating a bowl of Lucky Charms. A product placement commercial just appeared in my head. That's a bull. I got zapped with a government ad that I created in my mind. It's a bullshit. I'm playing. Oh yeah. Cherry blossoms and warriors, baby. And now we in the field dressed in samurai apparel, slaying enemies. You're spinning around and the flowers pop up and the sword appear out of nowhere. You just slicing people up. Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie and Clyde in the ancient times. All right, let's get back to it. Because we got to chill in a minute.
That was never your burden to carry. One of the greatest sources of worry in life comes from the illusion of control. The belief that if we think hard enough, plan far enough, or try long enough, we can make everything go exactly as we want. We tell ourselves that if we just stay alert, we can prevent bad things from happening, avoid pain, and keep everything and everyone in perfect order. But this belief, while understandable, is a heavy burden to carry. Because no matter how hard you try, there will always be things beyond your control, other people's choices, unexpected events, shifting circumstances, and even your own emotions at times. Trying to control everything doesn't bring peace. It creates anxiety. It builds a life based on fear, not freedom. Buddhism teaches us a different way. It encourages us to act with intention and wisdom, but without clinging to the outcome.
Yeah, and there's a lot of shit that I really truly had to just really truly let go and embrace. Now, there's a lot of goals that I do have, like shit that I'm trying to build, and knowing what I need to build it is like it's really difficult right now. And I'm also thinking about the outcome, of like, like of what I'm trying to get while I'm doing these goals, putting a lot of pressure on myself. And, like also still trying to do these lives and the music, you know. It's like, not saying it's too much. I don't know. Look, and plus I also looking at this goddamn economy in my motherfucking city. It's like, goddamn, it's like, will the future ever happen if the shit keep going the way it's going? And the goal is to just, just not worry, but like sometimes I do. I'm like, God damn, I want to do this shit. And plus the shit that I'm trying to create, it'll kill more than two birds in one stone. It'll kill three birds in one stone. You know what I'm saying? But I need, I need more finances. But the way this fucking job shit is operating, all this shit is, like, yes, I'm working at the stadium, man, but it's not enough. Like, I need more. And, I need more for traveling expenses. If like some other shit pops off, it's just like, man, and the worrying is like, God damn, if I don't get this shit done, shit might not never go the way I want it. So I need to, kick back, relax, and just stop worrying. So but like when you got goals and you just trying to reach them, man, it's like, God damn, and you see the obstacles, and the obstacles. It ain't the obstacles. It's just like due to the situation that at any point in time this government could shut down and just halt every fucking thing that I got planned. I could have everything at my disposal, and shit would just fucking just fucking stop abruptly. And that's the biggest thing I'm worried about. It's like when I first came to YouTube, I wanted to be a fucking gamer and just motherfucking kick back, see if I can make some money off this gaming shit, because motherfuckers making money playing video games. Like when I had the money for every fucking thing that I needed, everything, it was just like world shut down, COVID. Like what the fuck? That shit. This shit just made me fucking mad. So now it's just like, fuck the government. But like, it was always fuck the government. But like, now it's just like, fuck it. This gonna be my fucking content. Fuck the government. And I'm gonna be on some spiritual shit a little bit. And I'm gonna drop my music. That's it. And the music gonna be fuck the government. Sunshine and gunpowder.
You do your best in every situation. You show up fully. You give your energy to what matters. You respond with mindfulness, but then you release the rest. You trust that the river of life will carry you where you need to go, even if the path looks different than you imagined. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop suffering over what isn't yours to control. It's not weakness, it's maturity. It's strength of a different kind, the kind that comes from knowing that peace is more important than perfection. Think about how many nights you've stayed awake replaying conversations, stressing over decisions you can't undo, or fearing outcomes that haven't even happened. All that energy, all that tension, and yet nothing changed except your exhaustion. The truth is, the future is not something you can fully shape with worry. It's shaped by presence, action, and trust. And when you realize that, you can begin to release your grip. You can breathe again. You can walk more lightly through your life. Letting go of control also means letting go of the belief that you need to be perfect for things to work out. It's about accepting that mistakes will happen, plans will change, and uncertainty is simply part of life's journey. But instead of fighting that reality, you start making peace with it. You begin to trust that life has its own wisdom, that beneath the seeming chaos, there is a quiet order. And that trust becomes your anchor in times of change. You don't have to figure everything out right now. You don't need to have all the answers. What matters is that you keep returning to yourself and asking, am I showing up with presence and care? If the answer is yes, then let the rest unfold in its own time. Give life the space to breathe. Give people the space to be themselves. And give yourself the permission to not have it all figured out. The freedom that comes from letting go isn't about floating above life. It's about sinking deeper into it. It's the kind of freedom that helps you show up with more love, more clarity, and more peace because you're no longer draining your energy trying to control what was never meant to be controlled. Lesson 7. Speak gently to the voice inside you that worries.
You already know,
Everyone
Vodka.
carries an inner voice that worries, doubts, overthinks, and fears the worst. This inner voice often appears in quiet moments when you're alone with your thoughts or when something uncertain lies ahead. It whispers questions like, are you sure you can handle this? Or, what if everything falls apart? This voice isn't trying to be cruel. It doesn't mean to harm you. In its own way, it believes it's protecting you. It's trying to prepare you for possible danger, heartbreak, or disappointment. But over time, this same voice can become a constant source of stress and weariness. It keeps you on edge, drains your inner calm, and steals your moments of joy. Buddhism teaches compassion not only for others, but also for yourself, especially for the parts of you that feel scared. Instead of fighting this inner voice or forcing it into silence, the wiser path is to meet it with gentleness and understanding. Just as you would comfort a scared child who doesn't yet understand the world, you can begin to speak to your own heart with calm and care. You can gently say, I see that you're afraid. I know you're just trying to keep me safe, but we are okay right now. We don't need to panic. We're just going to breathe and take one step at a time. When you shift from self-criticism to self-kindness, something begins to heal inside. That fearful voice no longer needs to shout to be heard. It softens. It begins to trust you. For most people, their inner voice is loud not because it's powerful, but because it feels ignored and unheard. When you respond to it with kindness instead of frustration, when you sit with your fear instead of pushing it away, you create space for calm to enter. You begin to build a relationship with yourself that is based on trust, not control. This doesn't mean you give in to every fear or let anxiety guide your actions. It means you learn to be present with those feelings, like a calm teacher guiding a nervous student. You stop asking, why am I like this? And instead say, it's okay to feel this way, and I can still take the next step. This simple shift is the heart of Buddhist self-compassion, meeting your thoughts and emotions with mindfulness and kindness, instead of judgment and resistance. With time, as you keep practicing this gentleness, the fearful voice inside becomes, because life only becomes easier, but as your way of relating to your own mind has softened, you become your own safe space. You realize that you don't need to battle yourself to grow. You need to care for yourself as you grow. And this kind of gentleness is not weakness. It is the deepest form of strength. Because when you can sit beside your own fear without running away, you are no longer ruled by it. You are free. 8. Joy is not something you earn by living a perfect life. It is a practice you can start right now. Many people spend their whole lives thinking that happiness is something they have to achieve. They tell themselves, I'll be happy when life settles down, or I'll feel joy once everything is in place, once I'm successful, once all the problems are solved. But that day rarely comes because life is always changing. There will always be something unfinished, some uncertainty, some imperfection. If you wait for life to be perfect before allowing yourself to feel happy, you might wait forever. Buddhism gently reminds us that joy is not something that happens by chance. It doesn't belong only to the lucky or to those who have everything figured out. Joy is a daily choice, a decision to return to the present moment, to accept life as it is instead of waiting for how you wish it to be. True joy is often quiet, not loud or flashy. It doesn't always look like excitement or big celebrations. Sometimes it is simply pausing to feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, listening to the breeze in the trees, sipping tea in silence, or noticing your breath rising and falling. These are the small, gentle doors through which happiness enters, not because your life has become perfect, but to be fully present, what is. One of the greatest shifts in Buddhist wisdom is understanding that you don't have to fix everything in your life to feel at peace. You simply need to let, and when you learn to touch that joy, even in the middle of life's messiness, something beautiful begins to happen. You start to take your power back. Practicing joy means gently training your mind to notice what is good, even when things are hard. It means making time to feel grateful, even when life doesn't seem perfect. It means allowing yourself to soften, to appreciate the small moments, to be kind to yourself, and to honor the simple things that bring you peace. Over time, this way of living becomes natural. You begin to realize that life doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful, that you don't have to solve every problem to feel love in your heart. And sometimes, the deepest joy is simply being here, alive, aware, and open to whatever this moment brings. When you practice joy in this quiet, gentle, daily way, you discover that happiness was never far from you. It was always waiting. You begin to live not from fear or control, but from gratitude and appreciation.
Yeah. Now that's what's up. That was Zen Buddhist teachings. You know, that revolution. But like I always, it's over. I'm glad it's already over. But how we can do get a final announcements. But find that spot for us, and I'll be over there. You already know what it is. But yeah, this is Tranquility Thursday. I didn't really have a title, so like this was like the best thing that was on my mind. I was like, you know what, Tranquility Thursday. I said we talk about Zen Buddhism. I'm like, shit, you know. Shouts out to Rich T. You know, like for make me even like go back to the Zen Buddhist teachings. You know, and plus, you know, I think this is, I think this is a great message. You know, because like we all go through this on the. But shouts out to everybody. Got another track that I'm working on. We dropping that soon, which you already know what it is. Gotta chill with the goddess first, you know what I'm saying? And then it should be almost time for her to get her grub on in a minute. I think it's going on at 8 o'clock over there. I think it's like 7:45 is going on 8 o'clock. Niggas is hating studio. Not want me to get that but like one night down, dedicated or motherfuckers just leaving. But like at the end of the day, I've been losing subs like for the past 5 days. Motherfuckers think I haven't been noticing. I've been noticing. They still got the symbols next to y'all motherfucking they still got the symbols next to y'all comments. The shit wild. But yeah, but like at least my video was uploaded. That's cool. The fucking video uploaded 59 minutes ago. To say real shit. They put out certain shit, but don't put out the real shit. Put out celebrity shit, don't put out the real shit. You know, but it's all good. It's all good. Like that's why I'm down to my last 7 albums. Know it. That might also be because the so and so is supposed to. They got a lot of views. Right. And plus, if I got all these views and all these subs, where the fuck they at in the chat? Like real shit. I don't trust none of this shiza. Motherfuckers wild. They get like it's either they bots or they all from another country, and like or it's fucking agents. We need to watch Hurricane. Oh man, but like I can only speculate, but I can only go by what I also see. You know, like I've been shadow banned since I began this fucking platform. Lost my channel, got it back, got the second channel. You know, lost access to my live channel. I'm so heated about that. Like could have had three. I still might make a third channel. I think I might make a third channel, man. But like I'm gonna need 50 people real quick on a quick note. Like, yo, I need 50 people to sub to me real quick so I can be able to go live. Like real shit. I need that shit quick. Yeah, fuck YouTube and the Tranquility Thursday. But yeah, man, we about to get up out of here. Hey, yo, Vata, pick the spot for us so we can go over there and chill. You know, 'cause I know you're about to eat in a minute, so we can at least chill before you eat. So pick the spot and I'll see you there. Shouts out to everybody. Shout out to Jordan Low Key. Just got done doing some new music. Shout out to everybody that came through in the chat. Jordan Live and Learn, Bearded. You already know what it is. Who to play safe over there from Dr. Chocolate. Everybody get up out of here. They're kicking me out of my chat. So I'll meet you at the spot. I'm about to pick the spot. I'll be over there. We out. Peace.